Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a wig review from a company called Wiggins Hair. Let's do a quick unboxing. First up is the unit. It is a V-part unit, but let's go over the other items. Of course, a wig cap, a edge brush, and some lashes. Not just any lashes, these are some good lashes, so I'm probably going to use these. A satin bag you can store your unit in, and a melting band, which we won't be needing today because this is a V-part unit. They sent me their kinky straight V-part wig, 22 inches, and I'm not sure what density this is, but baby, she is thick. This is highly textured, definitely mimicking blown out textured hair. On to the cap construction. This is the opening for the V part. It is sewn together, so it is optional if you want to cut it. We have an adjustable silicone band, and the wefts themselves are sewn onto this very thin mesh cap, so very durable. To secure the V part, there are clippable combs, 2 on each side and 1 in the very top. These type of combs are important for my install today because I am not going to be braiding my hair down. Another feature that I appreciated was the seamless lay of the hair at the top of the opening and also on the side. So I wanted to install this hair straight out the box, but as you can see, it is quite overwhelming for me. The density of this hair is about twice that of my own hair, so to get this to blend better, I went ahead and flat ironed the entire unit. It took me about an hour because there is so much hair on this unit. I also turned the heat all the way up to 450, and as you can see, there's a whole lot of texture still left in this hair. Another feature I appreciated was at the top of the V part was about 1.5 inches of lace, so that definitely helped the hair lay down flatter and more seamlessly. I don't know if you can bleach the knots. I'm not actually going to try that, but if you do try to attempt that, I would suggest just doing a patch test. But as you can see, the lace looks pretty good. So an issue I run into with wigs in general is that the caps are always too small for my head. I don't know if it's because my head is just small or they just run large, but I'm going to try this on first before I put it on. And here it is at a comfortable position. You see where the V is landing. I'm now going to place it where I want it to actually be installed. And once I did that, I noticed that I had a whole lot of baggage or give in the back. So I'm going to show you guys how I adjust the caps to fit my head. So most caps have this seam that goes down each side, and what I'm doing is pinching them to see where the give is. My mannequin head is a 22 inch, so it is pretty correct to my size, so I can use that as a guide. Now using needle and thread, I'm just going to sew together the areas that I've pinched. You can cut the wig in this area and just sew the two sides together, but I find that doing it this way leaves a lot more room for mistakes. So if I made a mistake, all I have to do is just cut the thread and start again. Another reason I like this method is in case I want to use this unit later on down the line. Let's say if I had more hair, I noticed that when I had more hair on my head, larger caps tend to accommodate the amount of hair I had to put under it. So again, it just leaves a whole lot more room for adjustments later on down the line, because once you cut it, it's impossible to go back, or it can cost you a lot to have someone else fix it for you. Now once I've reached the bottom of this stitch, you notice that it's a little bumpy, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my needle at the top of the bump and sew it to the other side of the cap, allowing it room to flatten out. Having a mannequin head is helpful when doing this because I'm kind of pressing down on the head to see where it's going to lay down. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. If you would like more information about all of the tools and products I've used in this video, along with details on where you can find this unit, you can find those in the description box below. And here's another look at the stitch going back up. You can see that I'm kind of using the edge of the cap as a guide to just flatten out the bumps at the top. When I tried the unit on again, I still had a lot of gappage at the very bottom of the cap. So I'm just going to remove the elastic band, and I'm going to continue the stitch from the stitch I already created down to the bottom of the cap. You see how I've already got it kind of folded? I'm just going to continue that fold and stitch it together. All right, time for the install. First, we've got to carve out our leave out. My pixie is still on the short side, so I'm going to have to work a little bit of magic here. Y'all also know me, I'm good for not putting any braids in, so we just going to slick her back into a little pony. And this is the moment I was singing my little song in my head. Y'all know that TikTok trend? I can put it in a bun, and I can put it in a bun. They always do this trend with babies, and it's the cutest thing. All right, moment of truth. First, we're going to put that back clip in and snap it on there. Now the side clips, all you do is open them, place them, and clip them into position. Leave out's not perfect, but hey, that's my business. Now for a little bit of magic. I'm going to lay my edges down on the side here, but remember, this hair is double the density of my own hair, so I got my black hairspray, and I'm just going to fill in some spots there, and I'm going to go ahead and cover up my leave out line. Also, the hair is so highly textured. It's a little bit more textured than my own hair, I think, so I didn't even have to bust out the flat iron on my leave out. If I had time, I would have molded it down, but all I did was just grab a little edge control, lay everything down on the side, fill in with my hairspray, because also my hair is a natural color too. It is not a 1B or a 1, so I always kind of have to do a little bit of magic there to get the color to blend. And y'all know I love a little razzle dazzle, so I'm going to grab a couple of my gold bobby pins. Not only is it a cute accessory, it is going to hold down my little side swoop. And here's another close-up of my part. You see in the back there, I don't have my hair covering it. That is actually the unit, so it is laying beautifully. So yeah, this is the final look. I went from about 4 inches to 22 inches in a matter of about 30 minutes. The hair density and texture is a great blend for natural hair, so much so that I didn't even have to flat iron my leave out. So is this what you girls call the fluffy silk press? I don't know. Y'all tell me in the comments. As always, if you learned something, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up and tell a friend. Special thanks to Wiggins Hair for sponsoring today's video. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.